What's up, everybody? Back again. It's Monka Crunk here. Press Options. I can't even speak still. Press Options to start. So this is just a quick little thing that's been on my mind for a long while. It became even more abundant, would be the right word, when what's it called? Zelda Breath of the Wild was released, and people we're all up in an uproar about the reviews because some guy didn't like it and it wasn't a perfect score anymore, or it wasn't the highest score ever. I don't know. I give reviews. I've put up my first one recently, and people, man, personal opinion is all it is. You know, you don't want people sitting there in your daily life telling you that you look ugly, you look bad, this, that, the other things. Why do you care what they think about a video game? If you enjoy it, then play it and enjoy it. For instance, Mass Effect Andromeda. People hate that game. Rated 3 out of 5 stars. 4 out of 10. I don't even know. 5, 6 out of 10. Again, it's a good game. It's not terrible. Should have been better. Not gonna deny that, but it wasn't a terrible game. And people that didn't even play it bashed it. You know, like people downvoting things just cause. Honestly, if you want a game, play it, get it, buy it, love it, hate it, whatever. Refund it. But if you're gonna only get a game, or you want your game, quote unquote, being this really high score so it has some sort of record, too bad. It's not how it is. Like, you're gonna make a big stink, and guess what? There's always gonna be somebody out there to knock it down, to be like, oh, screw you, and then downvote it or give it a 2 out of 10 or whatever, even though clearly that game does not deserve it. Breath of the Wild, amazing game. It deserves all the 9s and 10s it got. I got to play a little bit of it. Again, I don't own a Switch, but I actually got to play a little bit, so I'm happy about that. I do want to switch. Whole different topic. Yeah. You guys gotta, I don't know, not care so much, man. Like, their number of reviews, who cares? Excuse me. Like, to me, a 6 is worth buying. To me, a 5 is worth buying. Because to some people, a 5 is my 7. You know, if it's not a lot of, this is what you guys got to realize. A lot of video game reviewers, they're paid to play these games. It's not like, oh, this is my favorite genre, I'm going to play it. Like myself, I'm a JRPG player. I love JRPGs, and it's rare I'll find like a AAA-ish JRPG like Persona 5 or Persona 4 even. Final Fantasy. What else was there? What else came out the last little while? Like those, I'm just going to use those for now. Those type of games. Even I Am Setsuna. I love those games. Those games were amazing to me. Couldn't give it a number because to me, I love them. Like, that's all I can say about it. I would recommend people buying those games. That's all. Like, that's the highest praise I can give is I'd buy it for full price. That's it. Like, if you guys have the money, if you don't have the money, I get it. You're looking at reviews. You're like, okay, should I spend my money on this, or should I wait till the next game comes out? Or if you have a PS4 and a Switch, okay, should I buy Zelda or should I buy Horizon? And yet you guys are bitching because it got a 9.8 instead of a 9.9 or a 9.7 to 9.8, whatever it was. Little things like that really started irritating me. Being a big video game fan, I'm a fan of the games. I'm not just a fan of, oh, this one got a 9 out of 10. Who gives a crap? Like, one of my favorite games of, like, not all time, but one of my favorite games is, even movies, I'll go with that. But one of my favorite games is, oh, what the hell is it called now? See, I can't even remember what it's called. One of my favorite games isn't, like, well liked. Like, I love Full Spectrum Warrior. There we go. Couldn't get the whole thing out of my head. I like the Full Spectrum Warrior 1 and 10 Hammers. I love those games. People didn't like them that much. but I love them. I don't like Call of Duty. People love Call of Duty. I can see why, but I don't like it personally. Now, this is what game reviewing is. It's how you personally like it. Now, you give me a game, like I said, like I Am Setsuna. It got like a 7, I believe, out of 10 for most things. Metacritic, I don't even care. 76, we'll say, on a Metacritic, or 70. It was better to me than a 7. It was, the art style was polished. It was beautiful. It was fun. You know, it brought back nostalgia as well as. Now, a newer gamer wouldn't have that nostalgia I do, so I see it, you know, I see it from that point of view too. Okay, so I have to say, for my nostalgic value, it kicked it up an extra notch. This is why it's, to me, an 8 or 9. But that's why will never ever give numbers, like, truly, because to me, any game I can say I enjoy, or I beat, or whatever, I enjoyed it. Mass Effect being the biggest one, like, got shit reviews. You know what? I love that game. It was a lot of fun. Do I recommend it? Sure. You know, if you like Mass Effect, you'll like the game. Is it better than 2? No. Is it fun? Yes. Is it multiplayer cool? Not bad. Like, it all depends on you as a person, like you as a human being, really. Like, people getting all upset about the stupid, oh, it got a 5 or 4 out of 5 stars or whatever the heck it got. And then Breath of the Wild and Horizon was better than then people saying best game ever was Breath of the Wild. For now, it's one of the top games in a long time, for sure. Best game ever now. So many games that that did a lot. Like, that game changed a lot for the open world genre, and I'm gonna give it that respect. Best game of all time? No, not right now. There's games that have changed the world in a sense. It changed CGI. It changed, you know, video games as we know it. Like, the first 3D game changed everything. You know, the video games wouldn't be what it is. It would still be 8-bit. And even though we're going back to 8-bit for a lot of things, but 16 and 18-bit, or sorry, 16 and 8-bit, we're going back to that still. But those games, man, like, you guys got to realize they're games. You know, it's not life. Like, I want to make a living doing video game stuff, sure, but it's still not my life. Like, if I could still survive without being able to play video games, even if I was doing a video game podcast, you know, I could watch games. A lot of them are. You watch them. You can watch a whole story of, like, my coworker, watch the whole story of Inside, and knows what the game is, but has never played it. You know, he watched Outlast 2 recently. Watched the whole story. He can't play it. Doesn't have any machine to play it on, but he can come here and buy it and play it if he wanted to. He knows that. And it's one of those things where, you know, you have to rate the game on what you want, because personal opinion is what video game reviews are. You may not agree. You may think it's perfect. All the power to you. But don't hate on somebody because they gave it a low score. Or just don't listen to scores is what I want to say here. Like, just be you. You know, like, buy the game. You want it? Buy it. Play it. Love it. Who cares what other people think? You care what other people think? I'm sorry. Your life is going to suck for a very, very long time. Like, you're never going to be happy. Because there's always somebody that try to knock you down. That's just the way life is. And same with video games, man. Like, you guys made a big stink about this Breath of the Wild things, and people just attacked you. People went on Metacritic and downvoted it more or less, gave it shitty reviews, so it dropped and dropped and dropped. If you guys kept your mouth shut, it would have still been up there. Now, that being said, I believe that we need to get rid of number scores. I believe Metacritic shouldn't have numbers. If Metacritic just did worth it or not worth it, and then whatever gray area in between. You know, like, is it worth it for full price? Should you wait for a sale? Should you wait for PSM or PS Plus free game month, or Xbox Gold free game for the month? You know, or just don't bother, skip it. If they did that, I understand that more than, you know, if you're on a budget, that's a different thing altogether. Like if you can buy one game a month, okay, you may want to skip on this because we do know this one's better, or you may enjoy this. But again, it depends on your genre, what you like. I've known of video game reviewers that have reviewed games that they don't like. Like they did a Call of Duty game and they hate Call of Duty. I won't review Call of Duty because I hate Call of Duty. Well, I don't hate it. I just don't like it. I don't enjoy myself playing. It's, I'll play this campaign, but it's not worth full price for me just to play a campaign for that game because it's, 4 to 6 hours long and I'm done. For me, it's $80 to buy a video game in Canada. So, yeah, not worth it. Then there's games like one I'm playing right now is Tukaiden or Tukiden, however you want to pronounce it. Number 2. That one, I love this game. People probably have no clue what it is, or like, oh, that just looks boring. To some, it just may be. To me, no, it's fun. It's what's the word? It's more like a palate cleanser for me. I've beaten Persona 5. I've beaten Horizon Zero. I actually platinum Horizon Zero Dawn. And like I've played some of the bigger titles this year's Mass Effect Andromeda. Like I said, I played it and beat it. These are games, and then I have something fun. Like I played a lot of the Muso games. Like I've played Berserk, I played Arslan, I've played all the Dynasty Warriors I can think of. Why? Because I enjoy that. Those are my palate cleansers. Those are just lose myself in the game, not really have to think, and just not even just button mash, but okay, you got a big giant monster in this case, or an Oni, a demon that you have to fight. Okay, you got, 3 little homies with you. Let's go take it on. Figure out, okay, you got this and this and this. These are your abilities. Okay, let's go. And this is your weapon. Cool, I'm down. Let's do it. Same with Final Fantasy. There's another one I beat. And I platinumed. These are big games, man. And I've played these games. And this is my palate cleanser, this kind of game. Like, I had a choice between that or Prey. Now, nothing against Prey, but I wanted this more because I don't know if Prey is going to be my thing, where I know this is going to be my thing. We don't have Monster Hunter. I want a Monster Hunter. When I review this game is when I'm going to beat it. I will review Tukaiden or Tukiden, however you want to say it, 2, and I will probably give it a good score. Like, I can almost guarantee it's going to get a high praise. I'll already give it high praise. Sure, there's slow parts, but do I recommend it? Yeah, I do, because it's fun. And if you and a friend have it, you both can co-op the whole game pretty much. You got dungeons, you got, you can just meet up with random people online and play it. It's fun, man. Yeah, it's like Monster Hunter. You beat up little demons, little imps, little whatevers, and get their stuff, and you build new weapons, build new armor, craft new stuff, new food, new parts for your houses. Something cool in this game I'm not going to give away. That game to me will be, if I had to give it a number, I wouldn't, But is it worth the buy? Yes. My recommendation is yes. If you're on a budget, that's cheap. Probably, I'm not sure what the PS4 is for price. PC Canadian, it was $66, which I'm guessing is like 50 something for US. I'm not sure North America or UK, anything like that, so I apologize. But yeah, like those games are worth it. That to me is worth it. For a nice big palate cleanser, it's a longer game, it's fun. And you don't have to play it. Like I've played 8.5 hours or something like that so far. I have it all up on my YouTube channel, so take a look if you want to see what the heck I'm talking about. Yeah, it's worth it, man. And yeah, I'm not gonna sit there and bash people that hate it. All the Muso games, man, people hate those games. I love those games, but I love them because that's my style, that's my thing. You guys each just love your thing. Do it. You want more, buy it. Get your friends to buy it. Show them the games. Don't sit there and cause an uproar. Who gives a fuck what a reviewer says? It probably wasn't his style, or he was like some, and I'm not going to name names, we're stuck in the past of what Zelda was. Like, this is not a Zelda game, or this isn't my Zelda game. I think I read one reviewer say. And it's like, no, it's not, man. This is 2017, not 1980 something. Like whenever the first Zelda came out. I don't even remember now. I played it, beat it when I was a kid. But, yeah, like, you guys gotta chill out, man. That's it. Just fucking chill. It's a video game. Enjoy what you enjoy. Find what you enjoy. Even the worst game. Okay, so for movies, I love Howard the Duck. Don't know why. Terrible fucking movie. I love that movie, and I'd watch it over and over. And I've made girlfriends watch it. I recommend it. But that's me. Like, you want something, again, it's a palate cleanser. It's just something stupid and funny. Not a good thing, but it's just something that I enjoy. Everybody needs that. You guys stop worrying about who cares who writes what and says what. You want your game to be the best, then it's the best for you. Who cares if it has some record? Like, games have changed so much, and there's so many problems. But people overlook the problems in the games and give it a high review regardless. And then when somebody points out the problems and gives a little bit lower, you yell at them. It's like, well, do you think it's higher? Okay, then you write your review. You do what I'm doing right now. Just talk. Put it up on YouTube. Make a blog. Make a vlog. Make a whatever. Do it that way. And you're done. That's all I got to say about that. Because I'll just keep going around in circles like I'm doing. So yeah, bottom line, enjoy what you guys play, man. Pick your type of games. Who cares who reviews what and what says what? People lose their jobs because not you guys, but because people put up a big stink about a review. Who cares? That's their opinion. They didn't like it. They didn't like it. Doesn't mean you don't have to like it. Now, if you're looking just to buy a game, ask people. Ask questions or read the reviews why it was bad. It could be something that's not your problem. Game reviewers have a worse computer than I do, and they had graphical problems on Mass Effect. I had none. The face animation thing, that's about it. I didn't have any crashes. I didn't have any freezes. I played fine, except running OBS at the same time. That kind of screwed it up, but that was, OBS. But yeah, like, just do your thing, man. Enjoy what you have. Play what you play. If you're on a budget, feel free. Hit me up in the comments. I'll give you games to go on a budget. I live off a budget, man. So I know, like, I'm lucky I got, a few games for free here and there. And it helps. And, I do giveaways on my stream when I have a bunch of free games. Sometimes they're really good. Sometimes they're meh. And I'll fully admit it. If I don't know what the game is, I'll usually give like 2 or 3 of them to the same person. I'm like, here's 3 because I don't know what the fuck they are. But yeah, just, man, love your games. Pick and choose wisely. Do not listen to what everybody's saying. Read the review before you give a big hoopla and why it's not that good. If it's a .01 difference, really, and you have that big of a problem, you need to go get yourself checked out. Yeah, that's about it. Anyways, guys, thanks again for listening. As always, I am Monk of Crunk. Subscribe. Thumbs up. Thumbs down. Hate me, love me, blow me kisses. I'll blow you all kisses. Yeah. And stay tuned for more videos. More things are going to be coming up. A few Let's Plays and stuff like that. So enjoy. Have fun. Subscribe.